Ooh, did you see that girl?
No, stop it, man. I saw her first.
My Lord.
Nah, back off, man.
First time I saw you, I knew I had to have you. Don't mean no one night stand. Gotta find a way to be a man. It's something about the way you turn and looked at me.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a really fun install using all Kovi Genius Wefts. I love these Genius Wefts. I've been working with them for just over a year now, actually probably longer than that, but I truly love them. I feel like they are just amazing. They lay so flat and I love the fact that I can use so many different colors. So with Kovi, what you're going to find is per pack you're going to get around 55 grams give or take. So that means that you have smaller packs, which means a lot more color options that you can stack and layer. So for my client, she is a really bright blonde, but I do like to use 4 different colors on her because I love to see all of that brightness, all of that dimension, everything that you will see in a natural blonde. Because as you can see with my client, she has more depth and dimension underneath and she's brightest on top. So the way that I stack and layer all of those different colors, I always try and like mimic what's going on in her natural hair. So in terms of colors, we are using the Kovi shade Brulee, Pina Colada, Biscotti and Dirty Blonde.
Don't wanna miss my chance. Would you mind if I took your hand? Out on the floor, baby, let's dance. Extended cut, DJ, make it last. We're the only ones in here, we're so into this groove. Intoxicated by the...
I think the giveaway with extensions a lot of the time is all about color. So whenever I am color matching my client or thinking about what colors I need to use, I'm always thinking about every single thing that I see within their hair. So like you can see with my client, she is really bright, she is really blonde, but like I was talking about earlier, we want to utilize every single shade that we see in their hair. And this type of mentality can be applied to anyone. So your brunettes, your darker shades, your kind of bronze shades, it's all relevant. So even with my brunette girls, I always know that I'm going to have a bit more brightness around their face. So I always like to mimic that with the extensions. So with these wefts, I'm actually starting off by layering the darker shades first underneath. And then when I work my way up, that's when I will start to incorporate some of those lighter shades. So when we're thinking about the shades that I'm using, your Dirty Blonde, your Brulee, that's going to be more of your dimension. Your Biscotti is going to be a little bit lighter. And then your Pina Colada is going to be that really, really bright, beige, creamy, gorgeous, bright blonde, which is exactly what my client has in the hair. But what I'm doing for my client is, it's something that I always do with my Genius Weft installs, and that's going to be a hidden row. The reason that I find I always opt to do a hidden row is because I feel like I can distribute the weight of those wefts so evenly, because I have the option of layering that weft underneath and layering it on top. So I love doing the hidden row for that reason, because it's going to help those wefts feel as lightweight as possible while still giving me the option and that flexibility to stack as little or as many as I want on that row. So typically how I'll do it is I'll usually do 2 underneath and then I'll do 1 on top. And then for some clients, I might even do 2 or 3 underneath and then 1 or 2 on top. So because we are going 24 inches in length for this install, I do feel like I need to utilize every single gram that I've ordered for my client. So because we're using 24 inches, you actually get 60 grams per pack. So in total, I used pretty much all of that hair. So she's got around 240 grams total in her head. And honestly, she needed all of it because we are going so long. I think the misconception with extensions is, oh, you know, my hair is quite thick, or I have medium density, or, you know, my hair's, you know, quite long, so I'm not going to need as much extensions. The reality is the longer you go in length, the more hair you're going to need, because you want it to look as thick as it does on top, as as it does as the bottom. You can't just add extensions for length. Automatically you're going to get volume, so we want to make sure that that volume is consistent all the way through the head. So bear that in mind whenever you're thinking of how much grams to order, how much hair to order. That kind of leads me in really nicely into something that I get asked about a lot, and it's all to do about grams. How much grams do I need? How much packs do I need? I always say that for most people on average you're going to need anywhere between 100 to 150 grams. However, if we are looking to add in a lot of length and a lot of thickness, then that's when you're going to be going more into that 200 gram point, or like today 240 grams, because my client likes a lot of hair, but also I am taking out some of those grams as I go in and layer and cut the hair. I am taking out some of that weight, but I want to add in more so that I have the option of taking out more. I feel like if you add in too little hair and then you go in and you cut and you layer and you blend, then it's going to look wispy, it's going to look thin, and it's not going to give what you want it to give. So always think about that as well. I know that my client likes really heavy layers. She likes that face framing. She loves that kind of 90s blowout look. So I always keep that in mind again when I'm thinking about how much grams to add in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, I truly appreciate you being here, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video and the breakdown. I really wanted to get more in detail in terms of the grams and Kovi and everything in between. So please like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys. Like creamy, beigey blonde. Yay! Yay!
Thank you.
Love it.